Can you stay warm and cozy this fall without looking frumpy? Keep watching to find out. Hello everyone, it's me Serena. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm sharing with you 7 different cozy sweaters. I don't know about you, but where I am, it is finally sweater weather. We may warm up again before it stays cold, but it is finally sweater weather. And today's weather was perfect for me to film this video. It's in the 50s, it's gloomy and gray outside, and it rained all night, so it's just kind of blah. So it is the perfect weather to get cozy and snuggly and put a pot of soup on the stove. Today's sponsor is Dream Pair Shoes, and you are familiar with them. I have featured their products in numerous videos. So a lot of the shoes that you see in today's video are by Dream Pairs, and I will be sure to call those out. So the first sweater I'm going to talk about is, a novelty sweater. Now, I don't wear a lot of novelty sweaters, but what do I mean by that? I'm talking about these kinds of holiday sweaters or sweaters that have cutesy sayings on them. I think those are just cheesy, to be honest. And occasionally I might wear one around Christmas time that says Merry or something like that. But that's as far as it goes with novelty sweaters and me. The reason being is, number one, you see a lot of really cheap ones. Even if you pay a lot of money for one, it still just has kind of that cheap connotation in my mind because you do see so many that are cheap. And a lot of them are just kind of corny and tacky. So I am not big on novelty sweaters, but when I saw this one, I had to get it. And when you see it, you'll know why. I could not turn this sweater down. And that is this sweater. I found it on the Free People website, but it's by the brand Barber. Barber is a British brand known for those wax-coated field jackets. This sweater, it's a cashmere and cotton blend. It feels amazing. And it's a lightweight sweater, so you can wear it in all kinds of weather simply by layering something under it or over it. So what do you think? Does this look like Louie or Coco, my doggies? I think it does. It's definitely supposed to be this breed. They're wire hair fox terriers, by the way. And now one thing I did, and this is with any kind of crew neck sweater, and I forgot to do it here. Okay, look at me. I'm making a mistake right here during my video. I should have on a high-necked white t-shirt under this sweater, like I do here in the Fox Terrier sweater, because what that does is it just makes it look a little bit more finished, and especially with a color like this that is so close to, my skin tone, it's nice to have that little punctuation there with the white showing, and it also kind of ties back to the white in the dog on the sweater. The t-shirts I use for this are from Amazon. I will have those linked down in the description box below. I can't link Amazon in the picture links that you see, but I will put a link down in the description. So to round out the look, I just chose a pair of slim straight leg jeans and these loafers from Dream Pairs. These loafers are made for standing and walking. They have a comfortable sole and excellent arch support. They aren't genuine leather. These are vegan leather, but these are a great look for less of another more expensive shoe, and you can get these at a great price. Here's a close-up of that loafer, and it's a penny loafer style. It's got the thicker sole with the traction, so it's a comfortable walking shoe. It's very flexible, and inside it does have that nice arch support, very cushiony right there. So even with my problem feet, these work out great, and they run true to size. I got my regular size 6.5, and they come in multiple colors, of course. Now, I did want to show you this jacket. It's not a sweater, but it goes along with the cozy theme. This jacket is from Land's End, and it is a 100% polyester fleece kind of jacket. I like it because it's not your typical fleece jacket, not the sporty style. And the texture of this one, it looks like boiled wool. So it doesn't even look, like it's fleece, but it is. This is a nice casual everyday coat, and it is incredibly warm to be a thinner jacket. I'm wearing it in a size small. If I had it to do over again, I would get a size medium, but usually Land's End items run really big on me. So that's why I went with a small, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But I think I'm going to keep it anyway, just because it is so stretchy, and you could layer this under, raincoats or anything like that when you need an extra layer of warmth. And I absolutely love this icy blue color. And And I wanted to show you another way you could wear this sweater. As you can see, this sweater is longer. It's like a tunic length, or it is on me. I'm 5'2". And so I styled it here with some pull-on ponte knit pants. These are just a straight leg, kind of ankle cropped fit. And with this outfit, I chose these slide-on loafer mules from Dream Pairs. These mules have that traditional horse bit styling, and I love the cognac color. I sized down in these 1/2 size because I find that with slides or mules, if I get my normal size, they're usually a little bit too loose and they slip off my foot. So I sized down half in these. I really like the way a loafer mule looks with a little cropped pant like this. So just sharing another way to wear this sweater, and I rounded out the look with my woven convertible shoulder crossbody bag from Quince. Okay, next I have a cardigan, and this is a little bit of an updated or elevated cardigan. It's from J. Crew, and I did receive this sweater when I was at that YouTube event that I talked about in my last video out in Los Angeles for the holiday house. So thanks to J. Crew for sharing this with us. It's in a beautiful charcoal gray color, and I love the collar on it and the fact that it has like double the number of buttons. That just gives it some extra style. And now the sleeves are a wide sleeve at the bottom. That is very much on trend for sweaters. And yes, when you're petite like me, unless you find a petite size, then the long sleeves are just too long. But I did cuff these up, as you can see here, and so far they're staying. So I do like the style as long as the sleeve length is right, or I can cuff it. So I styled this sweater with some black jeans, some black studded ballet flats from my own closet, and this cute little trapeze bag from Quince. This is one of my newest additions to my Quince handbag collection, and I love the structure of this bag. It is so cute. You can carry it by the top handle, or it has the strap to wear crossbody, and it comes in multiple colors. I just love this little bag. It adds so much style to your outfit. Now, if you're looking at me and you're thinking, Serena, have you put on weight? You would be correct. And I'm gonna go into a little life update here. So if you don't wanna listen to my life update, that's fine. You can just, drag the little cursor or mouse across this section until you get to the next outfit, or fast forward, or whatever you want to do. And anytime there's an ad or something in one of my videos that you're not interested in, you can skip over it. You don't have to leave nasty comments in the comment section. You can just skip over it. But I digress. Those of you who subscribe to my newsletter, and if you follow me over on the post tab here on YouTube, then you already kind of know what's been going on and why I've only been putting out one video a week for the past month or so. For one thing, I did have some travel in there, but the main reason is because I have a family member. It's my aunt who on September 30th, she fell and broke her hip. Well, really not her hip. She broke her femur right below her hip joint, had surgery, was in the hospital for about a week, and she's been in a rehab facility ever since, and she's being discharged tomorrow. But life has been turned upside down for her, for me, for my family. This aunt of mine, she is my late mother's twin sister. A few years ago, when it became apparent that, she was developing dementia, I moved her from Florida, where she had been my whole life, up here to Alabama, close to me, in an assisted living facility. And she was very reluctant. But after she got in there, she was thriving. She was friends with all the other ladies in there. She made one really good friend. I mean, they're like sisters. She spent all day, every day with her and her little dog, and she was just doing so well over there before the fall. And she's been there for over 2 years. And then she fell. And it's amazing what a fall can do to an elderly person. She's 84, but prior to the fall, she was walking unassisted, taking care of, herself, making up her bed, straightening up her apartment, all her daily living activities she could do without assistance. But me being her power of attorney, I handled all her bills, finances, things like that. So since she fell on the 30th, she had surgery that night to put screws and rods to connect her femur back to her hip joint. So this has been going on the whole month of October. Now, we were gone for a fall break 1 week, and thankfully my sister was able to come down. She lives just about 2 hours away from us in Tennessee. She came and stayed at my house while we were gone, and she tended to my aunt in my absence. But aside from that, it's been me. and me and my family. And I haven't had time hardly to take a breath. And I miss doing my videos. I miss doing this. I enjoy it. But there simply hasn't been enough time for me to create 2 videos a week. I'm doing really good to get 1 out per week right now. This has been very emotional for me. You know, she's my last living relative out of, you know, my mother's family. Because my mother passed away when she was just 68 from cancer. My mom's brother, he's dead. His wife is dead. My stepdad is dead. Of course, my grandparents have been dead. So my aunt, her husband, he's been dead for about 10 years. So she was like the last one standing. Well, still is. Not really standing, but she's the last one. And since she's my mom's twin, I always felt like I still have a part of my mom as long as she's here. But it's not just the connection to my mom, I love my aunt too. She's been so good to me and my sister all our lives, and our mother through some really tough times. She was always there. But now, since the surgery, her dementia's gotten so much worse. And most of the time she knows who I am. But you know, sometimes I'm my sister, or I'm my mother. Sometimes I'm all 3 people in one day. You know, it just depends. And the really sad thing is, she'll ask, you know, where my mother is. She'll ask where my grandmother is, where her brother is. It's like she's forgotten all about people who have already passed on. You know, that gets emotional too. You know, I just have to go along with her and make up a story, because she gets really agitated if you tell her that, oh, remember, they passed away. You know, it's sad to say that, and she doesn't want to hear it. So I'm hanging on by a thread here. I'm working with a wonderful agency that's helped me find a good place for her to go after rehab, because she can't go back to her assisted living facility. She doesn't meet their minimum requirements. So hopefully once I get her transitioned to her new place, and I don't feel the need to spend hours and hours of every day, you know, at the hospital with her, then my life can get somewhat back to normal. But that is what has been going on, you know, in addition to, you know, I have a son at home who plays travel soccer, and of course my husband and my dogs and my 2 girls in their 20s, you know, they still need me too for things. They're both in graduate school. So it's just been a lot. It's a lot. And thank you all for all the well wishes and kind comments, because I need them. So please keep them coming. I should have known better than to try to do that in the middle of the video. I should have done that at the end. Anyway, I forgot to show y'all an up-close view of the horsebit loafer. So here it is, and it's got the gold horsebit detail right there. It is a flat. No, it doesn't have any arch support. It is kind of cushioned in the bottom, but I'll be honest with you, this is a flat shoe. You know, it's got a tiny bit of a heel, but it's just, you know, a shoe for looks. This is not a shoe that you would stand in all day. You could wear it to work if you have a desk job, or if you're not going to be doing a ton of walking, but it is a really cute shoe, and it comes in lots of other colors. Okay, this next sweater is just the epitome of cozy, and it's this oversized V-neck sweater by Free People. This is just a super soft and cozy sweater that you want to throw on, maybe with some sweatpants. Here I styled it with jeans. It is so soft. It's a synthetic material, so there's no wool or anything in it to be itchy. It is an oversized fit, so you might want to think about wearing bottoms that are a little bit more slim. I'm kind of second guessing myself now with these jeans. These are okay. Maybe a little bit of a slimmer leg would have looked better, but at any rate, it's the perfect sweater to throw on with jeans and sneakers. And speaking of sneakers, these are the Serena sneaker from Sam Edelman. They're my name. Of course, I had to get them. These also come in lots of other colors. I got this chocolate brown because that is the color of fall, and suede sneakers are so on trend. So these are incredibly comfortable and pliable. They really mold to your foot. So I'm loving these. But if you need something something even more comfy and cozy, then you can wear these slippers. Now these are from Dream Pairs, and yes, they're slippers to wear in the house when it's cold, but you can wear these outside. They have a regular sole on them, so you can go check your mail, you can go out back and stand on the porch while your dogs go and do their business in the yard, whatever. You can wear these outside if you need to, but they are warm and cozy for winter, and these would make a great gift. The first pair I'm wearing is the platform version, so it has a thicker sole and it's got this pretty embroidery around the edge, and you just slip your foot in. I love a slip-on shoe like this, and then it's got the fuzzy lining to keep your feet warm. These come in a multitude of colors. I also have these. They are the regular sole, so not the super thick sole, but they're made the same. You got the faux suede with a stitch down the middle, and then all this pretty embroidery around the edge and the fuzzy insole. Grab a pair of these for yourself or for a gift. I mentioned my newsletter and my life update, so I want to let y'all know that if you want to get all the details for my holiday gift guides, I'm going to be sending that out in the newsletter. My assistant and I have already started putting holiday gift guides together, and they're on the store tab of my YouTube homepage if you want to go there, but I will be sending out links to those in my newsletter. So to sign up for my newsletter, you can scan this QR code or click the link that I will have down in the description below. It is free. It comes out every weekend, and I include a roundup of the week's YouTube activities, the best sellers of the week, a diet and fitness tip, maybe a healthy recipe, all in that newsletter. And I include the week's best sales and deals, so you don't want to miss out on that. And it's the easiest way to get the gift guides emailed straight to your inbox. Speaking of gift guides and gifts, I wanted to not really do a beauty break, but I wanted to share some products with you guys. These are some body butters that we got at the YouTube Holiday House event. They are so generous to us, and they share so many products with us. And this is from Fenty Beauty, and they have been a great sponsor of all our YouTube shopping events. So they always give us some wonderful items in our goodie bags. And this is the Fenty Skin Body Butter. And this is like a hug in a jar, and I could use a lot of hugs lately, and so this body butter has been like a warm hug to me. We got two different scents. This one is called Warm Cinnamon Shimmering, and this one is called Naughty Nutmeg. So the cinnamon smells like cinnamon, like if it were simmering on your stove, but it's not overpowering. It's really nice. But then this one, the nutmeg, oh my gosh, it just smells like fall in a body cream. It is so wonderful, and it smells like a warm sweater feels. I don't know if that makes sense, but it is just delicious. And it is a body oil butter whip thing, but it's not greasy, and it's so nice to just rub in your skin. It's nice and moisturizing, but that scent is just so cozy and so perfect for fall. So I will have these linked here with my YouTube shopping links if you want to check these out. And Fenty Beauty has tons of great gifts for the holiday season for someone on your list. All right, next up, I have a sort of holiday sweater from Land's End. This is from their holiday sweater collection, but I chose it because it doesn't scream, you know, Christmas or something. It is festive looking. It's this Fair Isle style sweater with all this embroidery and beautiful pattern, but it isn't Christmas trees or snowmen or anything like that. And I chose this color combination with the cream, green, and blue because, again, that doesn't scream Christmas, because all these holiday sweaters, they're cute, but then as soon as Christmas is over, you don't want to wear them. So this is one that you can wear all winter long, and it is a thick sweater, let me tell you. It is very thick. It's made from a cotton nylon blend. Of course, you can wear it buttoned up like a cardigan, unbuttoned part of the way, or, you know, unbutton it. I think I like it that way the best, just unbuttoned with a shirt underneath. And I think it goes great with denim, and in this outfit I chose a denim skirt because I wanted to show off these boots from Dream Pairs. These are a look for less version of a very expensive pair of boots, the campus boot from the boot company that starts with the letter F. You can figure that out. These are a nod to that boot. I think these look great with dresses, and I wanted to show them in this video, so that's why I chose this skirt. I think they would look better with a skirt a little bit shorter. That's just me, but these are true to size. I'm wearing my 6.5. I still have room for a nice warm sock and everything inside these boots. These have been around for years, and their popularity has made a resurgence recently. So if you're interested in this style of boot, here is your opportunity to get that great look for less. Okay, next up, this look is definitely more for an office setting, or maybe you wear pants to church or something like that. This is a little bit more dressy. This beautiful cable knit tunic cardigan, I love it. I love the gold buttons down the front. It has a nice silky feel to the fabric, and I love that cable knit design. It is just such a classy looking sweater. And of course you can wear it open as a cardigan. I think it would look really nice open over some kind of wider leg jeans with a shirt underneath. I should have styled it like that. That gives me an idea. But here I styled it just wearing it as a tunic. Now I do have a camisole on underneath it, and I'm wearing it with those same black ponte knit pants as you saw earlier in the video. I rounded out the look with a leather and suede bucket bag from Talbot's. You guys have loved this little bag all season long. It's been one of my best sellers. And then a pair of slingback flats from Dream Pairs. These slingbacks have a pointy toe and a very flat heel, so you can get that dressy look without wearing a heel. So these are great for the office or whatever the occasion is, and I'm wearing these in my true size 6.5, and no, they don't hurt my feet. They have an adjustable buckle, and they're just a really nice feminine shoe that isn't a heel. So if you want a dressy shoe but you don't do heels, this would be a great option. And let me just say that when I ordered that cardigan, it fit me better. If you are looking at me and you think, Serena, have you gained a little bit of weight? The answer would be yes. Yes, I have. Between the travel and then spending so much time at the hospital with my aunt, I mean, hours and hours every day. You know, I don't have the time or the energy when I get home to cook a healthy meal. So it's been a lot of DoorDash. It's been a lot of eating junk that I don't normally eat. I've also missed some of my workout sessions. I go 3 times a week, work out with a trainer. So because of travel, I have missed several workout sessions. And that has resulted in me gaining, depending on the day, I've gained between 6 and 8 pounds. And I am 5'2", so that much weight is definitely noticeable on someone my height. Plus, with the stress of everything, my cortisol levels are probably spiking like crazy, and that produces inflammation and water retention and all these things. So yeah, stress affects my body big time. So yes, if you think that sweater looked a little bit snug, it was. But I promise you that it fit much better when I ordered it. Hopefully when things settle down, I can get back on track, eating better, on a more regular schedule, and get all this under control. But hey, I'm human too. It happens. You just have to get back in the saddle and keep chugging along. You're gonna have setbacks. We all do, and I'm having one right now. So yes, I've gained weight. All right, this next outfit is probably my favorite of the whole entire video, just because this is something that I would wear on any given day. It's this sweater from Land's End and some wide leg jeans. So this sweater from Land's End, I love the color. Number one, this is definitely a throwback to the 90s. How many of you had a sweater in this shade of green back in the 90s? I can remember exactly. I had a J. Crew sweater in this exact color, and I loved it. And I wore it so much kind of in the mid to late 90s. I was excited to see this, and it is so soft and comfortable. It's not too thick, not too thin. It is just right. And I love this shade of blue with denim. And so these jeans are kind of just right as well. They are called wide leg, but as you can see, they're not a super wide leg, so they're very wearable. And yes, these did go out of stock. Hopefully they've come back in stock. If not, I will link something very similar for you. But these are just a great, not too wide leg. And I rounded out the look with some little suede booties. These are not Dream Pairs. These are from my own closet. And then this suede suede bag from Madewell. As I said earlier, chocolate brown is the it color for this fall, so this bag is right on trend. It has the fastener where you can hook it together, or you can unhook that and it becomes a great big giant tote bag. So this is just a beautiful bag from Madewell. This is another item that was gifted from attending the YouTube Holiday House event. So thank you to Madewell for this beautiful bag. And speaking of that event that I went to, I'll share a couple pictures in case you missed my last video. But they have these events a few times a year. They have one big one in New York in the spring. I went to that one, and they had this one for the holidays out in Los Angeles. And we get to connect with other creators and see old friends, make new friends, and hear about new and exciting things from YouTube and YouTube shopping. So YouTube shopping is the little pictures that pop up on screen and the picture links that are down at the top of the description. Using those is going to give you your best shopping experience, because you click on the item, it will take you to that retailer's website, and you never leave my video. So you don't have to pause me, go over here, come back. It keeps my video playing while taking you to the website, which is brilliant. So use those YouTube shopping links. I really appreciate it when you do. So my last item today is a pair of sneakers. Y'all know I love my sneakers, and these are from the All Swift brand, which is a sister brand to Dream Pairs. I've already shared these in a couple of my videos, and y'all love them. These are similar in feel to some of my Hokas. They are super comfy and bouncy, super supportive, and what I like about this style is no laces. You can just slip your foot right in, so there's no tying laces, no bending over. You just slide your foot in and go. And I got this colorway this time, a white sneaker with the turquoise and kind of green on the bottom. I thought this was just really pretty. So these are great. And this particular one runs a little bit small. I went up half size from my true size in this one, and now it fits just right. And with the sneakers, I'm wearing that scuba lounge or sportwear set from Walmart. Y'all have seen this in a previous video, but I was just sharing it again here with the sneakers, because you don't wear those kind of sneakers with jeans. Remember, only with athletic wear or athleisure. Thank you guys for sticking with me and through the hard times, and thank you for watching today. Please let me know, what was your favorite sweater, and are you a big fan of cozy sweater weather? Drop me a comment and let me know. Thank y'all for joining me today, and until I see you in my next video, have a stylish day. Bye.